Let me just show this because I've mentioned it now a couple times. This guy making a ruby in a microwave. I mean, it's a 16-minute video, but literally, this is what I was describing before. There's your little ceramic lid and the votive. He's taking...
People do really amazing work with these little microwave kilns.
He's taking chromium oxide and sandblasting or tumbling
confuse
lapidary.
glass.
So sandblasting, that would be sand. So silica, I suppose, mixed with chromium oxide, puts it in a microwave. He tries different experiments that fail, and he finally gets one that works well. And literally, here the crucible breaks because the heat was too intense for it, because the glass was too thin. So then he goes for this thicker glass like you use for a votive candle. Puts in a couple of powders and gets out.
And also it's got a tiny
from a microwave in 10 seconds.
Into the seed material at the bottom of this candle holder. What we're looking for in the proper positioning of these aluminum fibers is to have them about halfway that plasma. Only about 10 seconds.
There you have it. Rapid petrification in literally seconds. So here's the finished result. And he shows that it's ruby by using the
turn that on.
The UV light. Now these are raw rubies. And I'm not an expert on this, but as I understand it, you could then use different cutting tools to cleave this in different ways. So if it's ruby, I'm assuming that it has the crystalline structure of a ruby, even though it looks like a blob. But it's, you know, he shows
UV on there, but
the UV light that it what is it? Fluoresces? Is that what they call it?
Wave. Now, these are not the finest quality rubies by a long shot, but considering the minimal amount of effort and equipment needed.
Sorry, deafening people.
To make them, this is highly impressive to me. I'm certain with a little more refinement of the methods, you could create even much larger rubies than this. I'm just not certain yet on how to go about it.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of different gemstones that are being made synthetically. And, you know, to determine like the value of a gemstone, it's the native gemstones that are the most valuable. And there's all kinds of different techniques for, you know, determining whether something was man-made or made by nature.